I want to also ask you guys, I know there's always this comparison with old Nollywood, new Nollywood. How does it make you feel genuinely? And do you really believe there's an old or a new Nollywood?
So for me, I think that old new thing is, you know how they have like an online war between two people. The two people don't even know that there is a war going on online. So I think it's people trying to pitch the old school.
And who are these people?
But they're always...
It's not strangers, so let me just tell you,
it's not
people
strangers.
inside this industry.
I agree.
know it's
and
not
and then
strangers.
just to say something, you set the new ones up for dragging. Because I remember when Shantytown came out and how so many people just got stray bullets that they did not even need because it's like, you see, this is what's called acting. The old guys, we miss them. When you put the mic, get attention.
But it's the truth, it's the
you
truth
just
right
see,
there.
and then you make these guys who are just literally hustling for their, we're just trying. You just make us look
No,
really
so I
bad.
think what is happening there is like we said before, the motivation. The old guys all came in for the passion of the job
And still
do it for that. It's the passion of the job. Most, and I say that with all due respect, most of the new guys come in for what they are seeing. Their motivation is, man, look at that guy. Look at that guy. I want to have that. I want to have that. So if that's your motivation, then you're always bland. You're always flat, because this is a deep profession. It is deep. You see, Kate goes crying before you can bring her out.
It takes weeks.
Takes a while. But the new folks, he's thinking about Jean's G class, but he needs Rob. He needs Rob to cry.
It's a
he needs to
all of them
because
shall have met some.
because
I work with some
that's
good
why I
ones.
said
For
most.
me,
That's why I said most.
Well, it's
You
true
know?
though.
That's why I
It's
said-
true. I agree.
that's a
Then
most.
again, I think it's a demeaning nomenclature.
I don't even like that
Really,
old new.
it
Let me
is.
just put that
It
out
is.
there.
What is new? What is old
I don't
here?
understand.
Look at an industry that's thrived over 100 years.
Hollywood. There's no
Okay,
old.
there's no. I
There's
didn't,
no
I didn't see
old
anybody
in you. That's
receive
what
an
I'm saying.
Oscar one day
No,
and say,
hold on, Jim.
Huh?
It speaks to us as a people.
Babe, I'm coming. You know, I always hit it
Continue.
where
Yeah,
it
no,
matters.
no, I know.
So I didn't see anybody wake up and pick up an Oscar and say, to the glory of old Hollywood,
Old Hollywood.
we're holding it up for our people, our cadre that paid their dues, and all of a sudden these young upstarts are trying to unseat us. Nah, my brother. I think it's a study in ignorance. People need to wake up and just understand how much we need each other. We're far more together. I understand this craft. I've invested in this craft. I've developed resources in this craft. I can pretty much pitch something from the confines of my home that you have to be physically present to access in this craft. And then again, it falls on you, a reflection on how badly you plan your life, that you don't understand how much you need me. Then on my part, I begin to even understand how much I need to keep myself updated in recent times. I cannot sit in the confines of my home and think I'm Lord and Savior. I don't understand that times have evolved. Things are on the mobile, and then I need you. So once we can collapse our interest in one space, we are unbeatable. You segregate us, who is going to lose? Me, that's already grounded, structured, understands my place in this world. You that's struggling to understand. So who is losing in the battle?
The truth.
As they sit at home, they call me. 20 scripts last time, we turned down every one of them. You need the scripts. You need to work back to back to even pay the smallest bill. Then for me, I don't even regard myself that way. Every time there's an opportunity, I'm still the one that argues your cause. That say I don't want to be looked at as the only person that will go get only GQ. I was downstairs begging you to be part of my film. You're trying to find a schedule. When it comes on my on my set, guess what? It's the least person I'm going to worry about.
Of course.
Because if I have a problem, I'll tell him, guys, CIB, he will solve it. If you come on and say, Kate, you've been and you were resolving matters from afar. I call you and you begin to tell me that I'm the best new deal. Let me tell you something. There's something called the white hot space. Nobody exists there as long as they should. And the most trivial of that space is in Nigeria. You can't be hot for too long. And that's where all of you exist. This is an institution. That's where we belong. We are the institution. And so if you don't begin to understand your place, and how to navigate it to work for you. People came before us.
Yes,
we paid their dues, we paid their respect, they ordered us around, they put us to our knees when it was necessary, humbled us when they must.
Still do.
We learned, subsided them, and took charge. Okay? And then we understood our place. You can never lead except you serve.
Straight
And
up.
then the less you understand that, the less you're removed from the equation. We have no business still competing in their space with them. But you know why we
They're
do?
not.
Because they don't understand themselves yet. They don't.
Yeah.
And that's why a kid can still take a role being for a 25-year-old without grudge,
Yes.
unwittingly.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's why I can see them, they will say, offer me a lead role I don't need.
Yes.
You need it more. So if you're doing your thing in life properly, it should be, it should be the other way around. So I think there's this old and new thing. Trust
I don't
me.
like it.
You
It's
need to
it's,
throw
it's
it out
a
of the
cross.
window.
It's
Yeah.
a
But
cross.
then can I
yes.
say this? I also feel like I hear you all spot on. But let me also just speak from this side. I also feel like sometimes it's not about the talent. It's not about what you've said, which is correct. Sometimes it's also the tools that are available. They are sabas. I feel like sometimes you talked about being in the present where you can evolve, right? A lot of them haven't. Do you know what I mean? I understand very much what you're saying, but there's also, let's not lie, we've had a lot of people who have gone to actually study directing, producing, who actually take this thing not as a gift God gave to them, but also went to school to become a better actor, acting school. And then they come back, and then there's a limit of what is available. Apart from the streaming platforms that have come now, which, thank heavens everyone's making, you know how hard it was. I'm sure even in your time, there was a time they had to ban some of you, or like you guys now have to start making your own movies. Sometimes the industry itself needs a restructuring because they also are not moving on with the times that are available. Not any one of you guys. I mean, you've made movies. You are doing movies in the time that is now, and you know what it is to have a solid crew, either from here or people that gets it. But let's not lie about the fact that there are certain areas that need to also upgrade.
Yeah, but it's going to take time. And what I always say, the Asabas will always be with us. Even in Hollywood, we
Yeah,
have the great
everywhere around
D,
the world. you have
great C actors.
B, great
We
C
cannot all be on the
actors.
Like
same.
movies.
Asaba will
Yeah.
always
They're
be the
different
Asaba
segments.
movies. They have their markets ready.
Yeah.
The online
Yeah, but for
platforms
how
are
long
paying.
can
It
they
made all
sit?
of us,
But for how
actually.
long?
Yes.
Yes, I get that. But for how long would they keep up if they don't evolve? You can't keep churning out movies in 5 days or 4
Because
days.
they have their
the quality
audience.
of movies.
That's what
They
I'm
have
saying. They
their
have their
audience.
Their
audience.
They have their
audience are
demographics.
stepping up too.
Yes,
They
they're-
are.
they're-
But
But
they're
that's the
new
only
ones.
way
Their
they
demographics are
will,
still
they will
cool.
evolve. The only way they will evolve
They
is
will.
when there's no audience for them.
Yeah, exactly.
When there's a ceiling, I'm telling you, so
know?
you get ahead and begin to at least ascribe to a bigger audience.
Asaba
The
helped
people
us.
that-
Me, I
yes.
loved going to Asaba.
We stayed in us. Yeah,
yes,
we did.
now, for
And the,
months stayed at
but
Asaba.
we understood.
And-
we understood when it was time to move.
Yes,
It was a
yes.
different
The,
thing.
the
Yes.
trick is understanding when to move.
Yes.
But I also, what I was trying to
Aside that,
say.
the industry was different.
Yes,
Yes.
he gets.
You
What I
know?
was trying to say is, I feel like I understand what you're saying. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with Asaba, but I'm saying the reason why there's always that comparison still sometimes also boils to that part. Do you know what I mean? Now everybody just wants to be in this bubble of these movies that are churning out now,
Yeah.
and are not going back there, not because they don't want to be a part of going to Asaba. I am a girl who I got on the radio at the graveyard shift. I walked my way up to the morning drive. You know my story.
So you're
You know
saying
what
they
I mean?
should have started from there and worked their way up.
I
That they
can't- I
jumped,
think- but
they
the
jumped
reason
on the
why-
wagon
but the reason-
too.
yeah, but the reason why they wouldn't start is because the structure is not there.
I think they
That
needed
grounding
Asaba.
factor.
I
The
think
grounding
they
factor,
needed.
yeah.
That's why
to
they were
build the
always
ground up.
constantly compared when he did Scar. Did you see it was like every other person did not bring their A game. And I'm not saying they're bad. He's great, but I'm saying that
why was there that award thing going on when everybody knew quite clearly who took the day?
I hope you know that there's Parakpo inside that thing.
exactly.
I'm sorry.
There's also industry
I
next.
don't
Parakpo
understand
inside
that
that
part.
award.
I
I
asked
say
from a
it
place
openly
of-
without
of
fear
no
or
knowledge.
favor.
I asked
It
from
is
a
a
place-
reward for people who are friends with the award.
Oh, okay. Now I
Yeah,
get it.
so let that
it's
be out there. I
nepotism
said
now
it.
that,
Which is
that's-
very
Yeah.
much, relevant in today's industry.
No, please,
the
I just
truth.
want to be schooled.
Kate
Trust
said
me,
it.
I just want to be schooled.
Yeah.
I said it.
All right,
And,
so
now
I mean,
I knew you won't get it. Sorry.
I love you, baby.
I love you more.
yeah, but then you got. I mean, in your community in the streets, you got the award.
That's
so
where it
doesn't
matters.
really-
That's
Look,
Yeah.
look.
It has
He
never
doesn't even
defined
care
me.
for it. This one
has,
has
it has
easy.
never. I don't even attend.
I was getting my award as I was making the
Oh
movie.
shit!
I
End of story.
was coming out of
End of story.
every.
So
I
let's
was
talk
coming
about
out of
projects,
every
yeah.
scene saying,
Yes, you did it.
yeah.
You even knew that you were a bad
That
guy.
scene.